Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of our blind lager tasting channel. Today we're gonna have something special for you. We're gonna be tasting Märzens. All of these beers have been brewed in Austria next to Germany, and even though they're neighbors, they are actually interpreting the style completely different. So let's talk about the style first. What is a Märzen? So traditionally, Märzen's been brewed in March and lagered through the summer until September, when the famous Oktoberfest took place. All in all, this style was typically an amber, deep dark colored lager. That had something to do with the technology that wasn't as advanced as it is today. Back in the day, malts were all predominantly darker in color, and actually pale lager malts or Pilsner malts have only been around since about 100 plus years. Brewing traditions go way past that, so actually Pilsner or pale lager malts are quite a modern addition to the brewing world. So these Märzens used to be quite deep in color. What changed is that with the advancement of technology and with the appearance of these pale lagers, predominantly in Pilsen in the Czech Republic, these lagers got more and more popular, and these pale lagers really overtook the world. And people actually preferred these over these amber lagers. So what happened is that breweries that were predominantly making these amber beers started to see that they were losing business to these Czech breweries that started to convert to these pale lagers, and there had to be a reaction. And obviously in Germany you've seen big changes, and all of these styles, that German Pilsner styles that are now extremely popular over there, and Helles and other light color lager styles started to appear, and the more darker color like Märzens and Dunkels and other styles got less and less popular. But what the Austrians did, they actually kept the name Märzen, but then they just started to update those recipes. And so today, essentially, an Austrian Märzen corresponds to a German Helles. So as we're gonna be revealing the color of these are very light and surprisingly light, but this is pretty much the reason. All in all, I have to say that during the research I did for these beers, it was really hard to come up with any information about these recipes and about these beers. Apparently Austrians are really secretive when it comes to the recipes. There's very little to know about these beers. Gösser, we know that it's a Heineken owned brand. It is brewed in Löwen, Austria. It is 5.2%, and that's pretty much it. We know that it's 12 IBUs, so the bitterness is going to be very low. We know that they're making a hell of a lot of these beers, so it is very popular. Next up, what we know about Eggenberg Marzen. We know that it's a family-owned brewery. It's coming from Borsdorf, Austria. It's 4.9% ABV, and believe it or not, that's all I can tell you about this. Moving on, we know that this is also part of Heineken Group, Brauuni in Austria. And they are brewing this in Brauerei Schwechater. About the beer itself, it's 5% ABV, and it's 11.5% original extract. Same goes for the last beer that we have here. It's also 11.5% original extract. We know that it's 5% ABV, and for this we could find that it's 20 IBUs. This is a little more bitter than the Gösser Märzen. And we also know that this is an independent brewery. So these two are independent, and these two are Heineken products. But that's all I can tell you. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna be pouring these out, and once I did that, Vicky's gonna come in and mix these up.
So we're visiting Austria.
Yeah, today we're visiting Austria. As you can see, these are all very pale lagers. We're gonna be starting with this again. This had been mixed up, so obviously it's not gonna be Gösser. You're gonna start with aroma first. I'm gonna be taking notes, and at the very end, we're gonna see which one triumphs.
Honestly, very unassuming. I would say a little bit malty, maybe, like a little bit of kind of caramelly notes, but also a big nothingness too, which isn't a bad thing, by the way.
So yeah, very interesting about these lagers. Most of us drink lagers just like downing them. What we're doing here is dissecting these beers, trying to pick up these subtle aromas. It's a tough job. But I do have to say that it is very grainy. I can definitely pick that up here, and if you smell it, it's a little bit like that. That grainy...
Oh, definitely, now you mention it.
Yeah, the grainy character, it all comes from the malt. But I do have to say that aroma-wise, that graininess is the only thing that I pick up. So
yeah, nothing floral, nothing fruity.
Hop character, nothing really. So yeah, you go ahead, taste it, and then we can continue on. This is a very unassuming beer so far.
Bland, very, very bland.
Yeah. Well, so that's the thing. See, sometimes it is more desirable to be neutral, but I don't think a good beer should be that bland and that uninteresting.
So you can't really say anything, right? Because it's like, it's not bitter, it's not sweet. What is it?
It has like a mild bitterness to it, but I have to say, whichever beer it's gonna be, this is a very, very simple, average, everyday beer, and there's nothing interesting about it.
Yeah, I would say kind of like middle of the road.
But I have to say, there's nothing off about it. So
No,
this is
it's not terrible at all.
This is okay, but it's like very hard to tell anything about this beer.
Okay, next up. I definitely pick up more sweetness with this, and also a tiny hint of like florally citrusy notes going on, but barely any smell to it. But if I were to pick something, it would be definitely that citrusy, zesty kind of smell.
Yeah, it has a little bit of fruity ester notes that all come from the yeast and fermentation. But it definitely doesn't have the graininess as this one. This, whatever base malt they used for this beer, it is way, way less interesting and grainy in character than this one. And what you can pick up is mainly just fermentation byproducts, that fruity, estery notes. All right, let's go ahead and taste this.
Oh, incredibly grainy as a taste, which you wouldn't have picked up from the smell of it, which is very odd. It's an odd experience to drink this. I would say it's not good.
Not good.
Yeah, I even had a flinch. It's like, what is it?
Okay.
I don't like it.
All right.
And it has an aftertaste, which I don't prefer.
It is pretty cheap tasting. So the aroma is acceptable, but again, this is just not really coming from the hops. It's not like it has a pleasant hop aroma or anything like that.
No.
The malts that they used are very basic, very simple. It doesn't have any character. The hops they used, no character. And then the yeast, which again, if you use the yeast the right way, it shouldn't really add too much fruitiness to it. You mainly want that from the hops. So it actually could be an unwanted fermentation byproduct that we're picking up. And I have to say that it has like a very cheap flavor to it. So when you have a taste like this, when you feel like something's off, you know, it was probably cost-saving measures. So this is not a good one, but let's hope that the third one's a little better.
It's a good smell, I can tell you that. And it's nothing special, but it has that fruity, tutti frutti, bubblegummy kind of smell that I love. That's my favorite in lagers. It's not overpowering or anything. It's there, right?
It's definitely there, but other than that, no graininess. It's similar to this one. Quite a basic aroma.
I hope it tastes good.
You know, it's promising because
yeah,
oftentimes less can be more.
Yeah, it doesn't disappoint. I like it. It's smooth, in texture. Definitely like, you know, flows good on the palate. I think overall what I smell and then what I taste is very much in harmony. So I like that. No bad aftertaste. My favorite so far, definitely.
All right, let's see. Yeah, if we want to sum up so far, it was like a very grainy, very low quality, and there's nothing wrong with this. I mean, this is a good beer that I could be drinking all night. Very low bitterness, like barely any bitterness.
Either.
Barely any sweetness. It's an all-nighter. There's nothing bad I can say about it, but at the same time, there's nothing interesting about it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Let's just do the last one. I have a feeling that...
Oh, wow.
Even looking at the color of the second, you can see it's lighter in color.
Yeah, this is definitely darker from the rest. So this is also very bubblegummy, which, yay, to me. Actually, this has more of a sweet bubblegummy scent, definitely. So there's plenty of differences. I would say, smell-wise, this is the best of this bunch.
Oh yeah, it has more than that actually, I think. Yeah, more bubblegum, and that's actually very promising. Let's go ahead and taste it.
Well, taste-wise, it's the sunflower seed.
Grainy, yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have expected that for something that smells so sweet. So I'm confused, actually. What do you think?
Again, very, very low bitterness. Sweetness is pretty low, and it's very grainy. I have to say that I have a feeling that these Austrian Marzens, as a style, they're requiring that graininess. Let's pick our favorite. Let's see, just from this side, from memory, it was pretty obvious that this was the worst, right?
Definitely this is 4th place. Not good.
Okay, so this is number 4.
And then 3rd place, a bit better, but like, why bother, basically?
So 4, 3.
And I mean, it's a tough choice. They're very close, but I would say this is 2nd and this is 1st.
Okay, so you're gonna be number 1, you're gonna be number 2, you're gonna be number 3, number 4.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm thinking, and this is just
I have no idea,
guess, that this being the cheapest of all is probably going to taste the cheapest.
Interesting.
This your favorite? I have an idea that this might be Gösser Märzen. And then I'm thinking that these two, the independent breweries, are going to be number 3 and number 2. So maybe I would put it here, and then we can leave it here. But that is just a guess. We're going to do the reveal now. We're going to start with the worst, in our opinion. And this is numbered number 1. And it was not this.
Oh, wow. Already a surprise.
Not only that, but the one we hated was Gösser. Once again, this is one of the best-selling beers in Austria.
But it's not good. It's not good.
And I have to say, it's bad. It's a bad beer. It's incredibly dry, no bitterness. There's nothing interesting about it. I honestly thought it is one of the like low-shelf, cheap beers out there, but again, this is why we're doing these tastings. The next one is number 3, and it is actually Eggenberg Marzen.
Yay.
So actually I don't dislike the aroma as it warms up. Number 2 you picked is number 3, and that's actually like this.
Okay.
So the Schwechater is the bubblegummy one.
But not the best.
And your favorite was Egger. Thank you guys very much for joining us in this episode, and don't forget to drink a beer on your own, and join us next time.